Record. And it's us in Alaska. And rolling. Up and down the fingers. Come in. Come on down here. What are you doing up there? And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. Down to the wrists. Up to the knuckles and across. And we'll keep the ball in the palm, interlace the fingers and squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. And squeeze. And let's toss the ball or bounce it or both. Three, two, one. Drop the ball on the floor. Assess the feet. Step on the ball, press down 3 times right in the middle of the foot. Move up to the knuckles, press once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Bring the ball to the middle of the foot and wiggle the toes. Press the toes into the ball. Raise and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, two, one, release. Reassess. Repeat on the other foot 3 times in the middle. Knuckles. Roll across. Roll across the top of the heel. Middle of the foot, wiggle the toes. Press the toes into the ball. Raise and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, two, one. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess the feet. And let's do some wood chops through the middle. And then diagonally from one side to the other. And then diagonally starting from the other side. And then shake the tree. And center. Twist at the waist, swing the arms. And center with ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out, get out of the starlight. And center. Gather from the other side. And center. Steps forward. And then elbow towards the opposite knee. Up the opposite heel in the front. And then behind. And then take a cross step with a twist and a punch. And then walk or march or jog. So we'll do the seated exercises and isometrics. Today there will be some sit stands. But you can still do crunches if you, I mean, not crunches, squats. I think I'm gonna hop myself, whatever you do, be safe. Keep doing what you're doing or do it a little faster if you like. And I'll do some 5 Tibetans after class. I'm gonna get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. 10. $20. And 30. Take 2 breaths. Interlace the fingers. Bring the hands up. Come up on your toes if you can. Back down, bend back if you can. And come back to center. Bend to one side. Then to the other. Back to center, lower the hands, push out at the chest. Come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back. Raise the hands up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Go a little higher. Come on down and shrug. And then swim. And go do a backstroke. And a breaststroke. Extend the arms, tap the shoulders. And then bring one arm across the body and press in. Then the other. First arm behind the back, press down and in. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. And bring the elbows behind the head and move them back and forth. Come on down, form an L, squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. Release, squeeze, release, and squeeze. Release, rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. and go read the shoulder. Cut to center, tuck in the chin, look one way, drop the chin to the collarbone. Still tuck, look up. Back to center, look the other way, drop the chin to the collarbone. And look up. Back to center, tuck it in and peck like a pigeon. And then do a side lunge. Go the other way. And come on up and grab a stick. Doing the no, we're doing the gym stick routine. So we'll bring the stick up to the top and do dynamic swimmers in one direction. And then reverse it. And then bring the stick overhead and go side to side. And then bring it behind the back at the waist and twist at the waist. Bring the stick down to just above the knees. Hinge at the waist, bring your hands around front in between the knees and pull up. Bring the stick around to the front, hold on with two hands. Add her near the top, step back, hinge at the waist, and stretch the shoulders and upper body. Come on up. Bring the stick across the body. With one hand, bring the other hand on to the top of the shoulder. Hinge at the waist, tug gently. Repeat the other way. Come on up. Bring the stick to the side of the foot, push out with the top hand, pull in with the bottom as you hinge at the waist. Repeat on the other side. And then bring the stick out front. Toes about 6 inches away. Drop the stick to top of the stick to the collarbone, slide down, lift the sole and wiggle. On up, repeat that stretch on the other side. Come on up, press the sole of the first foot against the stick. And then the other. And then bring the stick forward with one leg, other leg, you're on your toes behind you. Stretch the hip flexors. Reverse the position of the legs. Come on up. Grab one leg by the shin, ankle, or toes and stretch the quads. And then the other. Bring the first leg up in front, push the knee towards the back as you hinge at the waist. And repeat with the other leg. And that'll do it. Let's keep the stick, keep it in front. Hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two at the top. And we're going to scrunch the toes into the ground, come back onto the fifth metatarsal, hold that exaggerated arch. And then rock to the first and back to the fifth, back and forth. All right, now we'll put the stick down, grab a chair. And as usual, I'm going to move my hands around. If you want to follow me, good. If you feel safer with your hands in a steady position, keep them there. I'm going to do 10 sit to stands. And sitting down in the middle of the chair, hands up. And come forward about 45 degrees with your core engaged and back. And then cross your hands in front of you and tip the back of the chair and come back to the center again, core is engaged. And then let's stomp some grapes either with the same foot feet or alternate. Three, two, one. Bring one foot up and rotate at the ankle. Go the other way. Point the toes towards and away from the shin. And then press on the knee as you hinge forward. Come on back, bring the other leg up, rotate. Go the other way. Point towards and away. Press on the knee and hinge forward. And come on down, lift both feet and kick. Three, two, one, come on back down. Prayer position, press the palms together and hold as you press. Palms on top of each other, grab the fingers and pull. Reverse the positions of the fingers and pull. Up the biceps. Spread the legs apart and go towards the toes. Don't have to touch them. And then come on up, sit sideways in the chair. Put your hands on the back and twist with your head looking back over your back shoulder and release and twist and release and then go the other way. Look over your shoulder, twist, release, and twist, and release. All right, you can sit down for the alternate nostril breathing or stand up, whichever you prefer. You know the routine, close off the right, inhale left, close left, exhale right, inhale right, close right, and exhale left. We'll do 7 rounds. Here we go. And rub those hands together as you get the chair out of the way first. Cultivate some chi in those palms. Feel that buzz. On that chi ball. Feel the energy flowing as you dance around, following the ball. And center with 2 breaths. Let's open our hearts. Pausing on that, inhale, exhale, send it out. And center, 2 breaths. Bring down chi from above. And gather it from below. And all right. Okay. Whoops. Hold on, bear with me. All right. Want to do some Tibetans?
Okay,
All right. We will start as usual with some spins. Take your time. I shall wait. Anybody out there who doesn't want to spin can do a twist at the waist and swing the arms, but otherwise up to 11. Two breaths. And then we're going to get on the floor. We're on our backs. Hands can be by the side, under the lower back if you need support back there, or under the skull if you need support at your neck. If you want to do a modified version, put the soles of the feet on the floor, head, neck, and shoulders come up, chin tucks as the soles come off the floor, and then right back down. Regular version, which is what I'm going to do, up to 11. You bring the head, neck, and shoulders up, and the legs come up. And that's 1, 2. And when you're done, take 2 breaths. And we're going to get up on our knees. Hands are on the hamstrings or glutes. If you can't extend back, just roll back on your knees and come forward. But if you can bend back, go back and come forward up to 11 times. And then take 2 breaths when you're done. Sit down. Again, modified version, you can have the soles of the feet on the floor. Usually the legs are extended, palms are usually by the hips, but you can put them behind you if you need extra leverage back there. Either way, coming into inverted table up to 11 times. And then take 2 breaths. Turn around, hands and knees. For the modified version, from tabletop to cobra, or down dog to up dog, or a combination of the 2 up to 11. And sit down. Cross your legs however feels comfortable this morning. And take 2 breaths. We're going to rotate 6 times one way, 5 the other, sitting up or bending down. On the last round, we're going to stretch out in front. Do round the box breathing, 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. And we'll do it on the left side and on the right side. Ready? Here we go. Exhale down, inhale up. And going the other way. And stretching out, box breath. Box breath left. Box breath right. Come on up. switch the position of the legs. What was on front goes behind, what was on top goes below. We're gonna also reverse the direction we start in 6 times the other way, 5 in reverse, and 3 more rounds of box breath. Here we go. And reverse. And stretching out, box breath. Box breath right. And box breath left. And suck on.
Very nice, Tom.
Very good. Have a
That was good.
glorious day.
You too.
All right.
Goodbye now.